Honestly, Max, these directions are awful.
Again, Sami, it should have been your first clue. Max giving directions. Yeah. That seems a little out of character. Anyway, welcome back to Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Last time, we got lured into a trap, and Sonja hacked my frequencies. Thankfully, she stopped doing that now, but that only means that she's more confident that she doesn't need that to defeat me. Now, I'm going to have to bring my, I was about to say A game, but actually S game here, pun kind of intended, because this mission is going to be a thing. Yep, Max is gone. Thankfully, Max survived his ordeal, but now it's your turn.
Uh-huh.
Max will not be joining us. He has a dinner date with artillery shells and missiles right now.
Of course. Huh. Hey, wait!
When Sami faces off against Sonja, someone is gonna get schooled. We'll see why that pun in a moment. But yeah, this map has 6 bases and 5 ports on it. It's the first one with ports. And that means that getting a perfect power score is gonna be a thing. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one at all. Mission 16, Revenge of the Morgana. Cassandra Lee Morris voices so many characters that I love.
Oh, this is just perfect. Set up by that little brat again.
I love that's fully voiced. Of course there would be fog of war. So so here's the funny thing about this. Sami, I'm so sorry, Sami, but you're gonna get frustrated for the next while. Because I just realized that if you choose a certain route for the next route splits, it is basically straight fog of war from the previous mission right up until the end game. Yeah, Advance Wars 1's campaign really likes fog of war. They were less crazy about it in later games. Yeah, landers. That is actually totally true. Oh yeah, let's use those reefs for cover. Well, you know, Sonja can just see through them with her power, though.
Nice!
No, actually, that's kind of a cool... I've since heard that Sami's voice actress is the same one for female Byleth, which means this is like my first time actually hearing her with real dialogue. I don't like Byleth being a silent protagonist. But anyway, we actually have our own seaports here, where we can build naval units and realize how disgustingly expensive they all are. Yep, even a lander is 12,000, so you kind of want to protect the 2 you start with. Sonja does have battleships, she does have subs, which make use of her good, vision. And there's also a port there, and some bases on these islands. So, we need to capture, I believe it's a total of 16 properties, and Sonja already has 10, which includes most of this. Now, the reason why this mission is going to be a pain for me is because she already has 2 bases and 2 ports. Which means that she'll be able to build units, and getting a perfect power score is going to be tricky, especially given the fact that since this is a Fog of War mission, I've never actually shown this before. Oh wait, it actually does show you the total units deployed. Interesting. It didn't do that in the original, but it still shows incoming funds as question marks. So she starts with 18, she'll be getting at least 1 more per turn, so this is probably going to be a 3 or even a 4 kill map for a power score. Also on this map, on hard mode, Sonja starts with an infantry on this island already within distance of that base. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. She also starts with infantry on this bridge on hard, but she does not on normal. So yeah, I am going to go for the capture limit on this map. I'm definitely not going to go for the HQ because Sonja's already heavily entrenched in there, and it's just good luck getting her off of this territory. But if I get both this island and the lower peninsula, which is going to be a little hard to hold, given that we've got woods here, which Sonja can see through, and she's going to be sending indirects down here. If I can get both of those, I should be good, but oh boy, this is going to be an interesting battle. So okay then, Sonja does have, I believe, a tank and an artillery on this island already. On hard mode, it's a medium tank and a rocket. Yeah, on hard mode, Sonja really doesn't like you at all. I may actually need the extra mobility with the infantry here. So I'm going to start off by sending... I think I just need a regular tank up on the top front. And on the bottom, I'm going to send my... again, I'm just going to send infantry. And I shall send... I'll send them... Yeah, I think I'll send the medium tank down the bottom. Oh boy, this is going to be a thing. Infantry, which I would sometimes shorten it to as a kid, goes there. Tank goes there. Now we're going to send you up. Like, I could go... Do I go closer to the base? I risk a potential exposure to battleships and subs that way. In fact, speaking of, let's go ahead and use this sub as a bit of a scout. Well, I can't see anything yet, and don't want this thing to die, because again, she definitely has subs running around being annoying. Yeah, the question is, do I play it safe or do I not? Because Sonia already starts with landers, and she's gonna send infantry to the central island. I would very much like to secure that base as soon as I can, so... Oh, this could backfire on me. This could very much backfire on me. I do know there's a battleship out there. So let's go... You go there. Well, that was a bad idea. And regular tank goes there. However, I can get a preemptive shot on this tank. That's good to know. I do actually like... I like the way that naval units look in Reboot Camp. They kind of looked a little bit like... There wasn't really that much differences between the different factions' naval units in the original. You're just going to go behind the sub there, and then... you can't even load inside that now. Okay then. But there's a recon here. I suppose you're meant to use that in one of the landers to scout some things. But you guys are going to be getting ready to board the next the transports again, because thankfully the transports can zip back and forth between these shorelines, although this transport in particular, I actually am going to need to move this APC back so that it has space to actually land. Oh, this is the question. Do I get more infantry? Do I get more tanks? Do I get artillery? There's a lot of things that I can potentially do here. You know what, I think the bottom front could use an artillery. I'm going to take one, and that'll give me room for another infantry from this.
If it is Miss Sonia. Did my research and I'm back again, just like you asked.
Grit, did you discover anything?
Okay, I believe this actually wasn't fully explained in the original. This seems kind of new to Reboot Camp. The general gist of this conversation, I think, is the same, but it expands on things a bit. Yep. Seems like Olaf has, been, I guess he got knucklesed, essentially. Or, even better, terrored from Kingdom Hearts.
Olaf ain't such a bad guy, you know?
Well, I mean... in the first game, he's such a bad guy. Later on, maybe not so much. Yeah. I don't think I've done enough. Oh, yes, Advance Wars 1 Sonya. Again, she's very dark. Kind of makes something in Advance Wars 2 a little more interesting, though. But yeah, Grid is kind of just going all over the place now, but he seems to be trying to solve Blue Moon's situation at the moment. So, whose side is he on, really? I guess one day we'll find out. Now, here's where Sami's higher defense and better capturing power is going to come into effect. With the increased defense on foot soldiers in addition to the city defense, we are... That's not good. That artillery was closer than I thought it would be. I was about to say we may be able to secure this base faster, but, well, yep, 3 HP is the magic number for Sami's infantry being not good. And yeah, so the battleship looks a little bit more rounded, but I did not expect it to be that close. Okay. This is actually... I hate to do this, but I didn't realize that battleship was that close, so... Yeah, listen to all those units in the fog. Yeah, this kind of sucks, but I didn't want to get my first time reaction to those cutscenes. I'm gonna go ahead and restart this. So this time, I think I'm going to actually drop off the infantry and tank up here. Probably best not to expose them right from the outset. Okay, here's the problem though. This time, I don't actually have vision onto exactly where that sub dove last time, but I do know it's like here or here. Because like sometimes you can actually see where the subs dive, and therefore you'll kind of know where they are, even if you, yeah, unfortunately I need to use the battleship on this cruiser, even though you can't actually, you know, you'll have to go right next to them to attack. Oh wow, that was a nice luck roll. I mean, it's not like Sonia has any particular luck modifiers on her defense, it's just her attack, but sometimes it feels that way. Again, okay, that's a fully healthy tank, which is not good, and I know that there is an artillery that was in range of the infantry when it got off on this city, which means the artillery is almost certainly there, which is not good, because it means that if this infantry starts capturing either of those cities, the artillery will shoot it, because that's just kind of a thing that happens. So yeah, I think we're going to realize on this map as well that Sami mechs are incredibly good. It's more that they are very reliant on transports, which do have +1 move from Sami, which is good, but yeah, again, Sami mechs pretty powerful, especially if she kind of spams them, which is sort of a thing that she can do sometimes. You know what, I'll actually take this. Anything to get the units off of this first island. Though again, I gotta be careful, because Sonja's power, yeah, Sonja's power really creeps up on you, especially when she's got naval units in play. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide you there. And now, oh boy, this could be not good. Because you can potentially get trapped by subs in fog, if you're not careful. Like, if they're diving and you run into them, that will count as an ambush, and, like, even on a non-fog map. So you do have to keep that in mind. So again, these landers are going to go back and forth. It's actually kind of one interesting thing about a lot of Sami maps is that I often have a tendency to run out of fuel on my transports, because they use it up faster than you might think. So in this case, I'm actually going to go ahead and resupply this lander preemptively. Well, this infantry's not really going to be doing a whole lot, but basically it's like just ferry things back and forth between these two peninsulas, and I was about to say you should be good, but no, you won't be good, because this map is very much a thing. I'll probably need more infantry later. Okay, so the infantry on the island is going to get shot right now because of the artillery. Yeah, so some people have found out that, like, the AI still does technically cheat in Fog of War. It does seem to know where your hidden units are, but it's less so much, like, that it doesn't cheat, and more that it still obeys the normal rules of Fog. In the sense that it can't actually, like, it does need to scout your units in advance before attacking, and it also, because, like, originally, like, yes, so this AI may, if I do this, she's definitely an enhanced vision, but I believe this is the only sub she has, so I do need to get rid of it. Essentially, yeah, what I was saying is, like, even if she does know where your hidden units are, at the very least, she doesn't know, like, how the original game worked was that the AI had vision to everything on the map at once. So essentially, Sonja's boosted vision didn't really matter at all. But essentially, the reason... So, like, in the original, this artillery would have been able to shoot this infantry, because the AI could see everywhere. Whereas here, she's still obeying the rules. She can't actually see my infantry here, and she has no units in the vicinity that can scout this infantry, so this artillery couldn't fire. That's basically how it works. Yep, there it is. There's that artillery. So, like, for example, she can see this tank now, which means that if the battleship is in range, you can shoot it. Whoops, that's not good. Oh well. Right then. Battleship. Let me just try something. Oh, this is a mech, not an infantry. Crap. Means it's not in range to start capturing that base immediately. It's a slight problem with mechs. That one's also a mech, dang it. Yeah, again, slight problem with mechs. Again, I still feel like they're kind of an overrated unit. They're not like, you know, the worst things in the world, but there are still issues with mechs that you'll see occasionally. I don't really like that recon being there. Vision is, I think, more important on the lower front than it is in the upper one, but still. I have this base that's good, but I know there's an artillery there. This is, again, the whole psychological warfare issue that comes into play with Sonia, because in Fog of War, you already have a lot of things you need to memorize, like where enemy units move. Like, if you saw them go into a forest, then you'll need to remember that there's something there. But here, you also need to remember the HP of Sonia's units too, so it gets, again, like, things get tricky when Sonia's in play. Oh, boy. Okay, there's a mech there, so I probably... No, actually, no, I need to unload the mech here, because that gives it range to start capturing the city right now. Again, you do need to remember, yep, Sonia's up to 12 already, so I really need to blunt her attempts to take over this island, because if she gets it, I've basically lost. Like, considering her starting area... Yeah, she has 14 in her starting area, so we pretty much need to hold her back at all costs. Okay. Again, there's an artillery right there, and I know this. Medium... Okay, thanks to the movement cost, I think the only way to choke point that bridge is through that forest, and I'll get trapped, so I can't do that. Okay, also, she's getting enhanced Okay, potentially the only dangerous thing about this enhanced vision is this cruiser right here. This is your first opportunity to see Sonia enhanced vision actually affecting reefs. So that's kind of a thing that you do need to be mindful of. And now I can't even afford more landers at this point. So I think I'll just get more... again, mechs have been problematic for me so far, but I think I actually do need... I'm going to take another tank, but I'll take another infantry, because again, mechs have been problematic for me so far.
Oh, Sammy, you're such an open book. Enhanced vision.
Sonya's just so, like, all according to Keikaku in this game. It's just, again, I kind of hate her because she's being, like, completely, like, she's attacking our entire armies and killing so many of our troops just to test her theories. Well, yep, that was what I was afraid of. Oh, the artillery's going for it. Oh, that was a good shot from that artillery, too. Okay. It's also kind of funny how her theme basically becomes an Oompa band during her power. Again, more unfitting music. This is probably a one-shot. Yep. Very, very dead recon right there. I can still see the other recon, though. That's not really going to do much. It may slightly drain my funds, though, because I am going to have to repair this 1 HP. It's kind of weird how, like, with bases it makes sense, because you can probably source extra troops from the bases, but, like, you know, Andy's hyper repair being able to actually make more people is a little silly. Interesting. Double time actually gets me to the base early. So, you know what? Like, it's not exactly going to be the best double time, but let's do it.
You've gone too far this time, Sonia.
Oh yeah, you're telling me, Sammy.
Double time.
I do love how there are unique power quotes for certain missions. Advance Wars 2 does slightly do that, but only for a couple of missions, like not for a whole lot of them. I know it's done for Toy Box, and you'll understand the significance of that later. Yeah, the fact there's a mission called Toy Box in the second game, and it's a darker mission than it sounds, trust me. Yeah, that's something that we'll be seeing later. Let's go... Because if I go here, the artillery actually can see me. Oh, it's got the enhanced vision thing on, but I'm pretty sure artillery typically have a vision of 1, and it increases to more with Sonia, but... I don't think it should be able to see me. Yeah, see, I did 10 capture points with a 7 HP infantry right there, because Sami. Yeah, I think I mean, as tempting as attacking that is, I'm probably better off doing this with the... Oh, You know, come to think of it, I probably should start leaving some of her units alive. I may need to do that if I'm going for a perfect power score, because that's going to be by far the most difficult aspect of this mission. I'm going to leave that artillery. Probably couldn't afford to leave the sub earlier, because, yeah, I needed to get rid of that. Then it gets started on capturing stuff, and then you're gonna go in there, and then you're gonna... I am incredibly suspicious that there's an artillery behind that thing. Yeah, medium tanks only have a vision of 1, so if there is... Well, yeah, I already knew there was an artillery there, but yeah. Cruiser, you go in there now. Oh, wow, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, this is why I put an artillery on this island, just saying. But I do have a base here, so I've got a foothold now. And also, let's see. You go back. Oh yeah, and mundane utility of double time is that this mech can actually reach the transport now. That goes in, that goes in. I'm probably going to need rockets on the lower front, so I'll take the rocket in that one. And unfortunately, both the transports are full, so this tank can't do anything yet. But now, I will absolutely make sure that I grab a tank down here. It's so satisfying when you can, like, see all the woods in an area in a fog map. How many things have died? Only one. Oh, I can actually see that. I do think that's a change in Reboot Camp, because I'm pretty sure that you could never see all enemy units. Like, you could never see the enemy unit totals in Fog before. So, I am a little worried about moving this sub forward, because I know that she has a sub, and it's probably underwater, and if she does have a sub, this cruiser is heavily weakened, so I can't actually take the sub out with it. That is actually a problem. That is actually a really big problem. So you're going to go here. Well, at least I see the battleship. But again, if the sub is in there, it's possibly walling off the battleship. But yeah, like, this thing's got a pretty distinctive design for its, because it's of a different faction in Reboot Camp. Again, like, it's a subtle detail, but I do like the way naval units look in the remake. Oh, Sami just captured something. Sonja. They both have S names. Speaking of names, so Sonia always reminds me of a song from a comedy show that, like an actual stand-up comedy duo in Australia called Leno and Woodley. They once sung a song that went, I picked on ya, Sonia, I picked on ya, cause Sonia had a crush on ya. So, I always remember that. The sub's gonna attack mine, isn't it? She sees it. Yeah, look at how many units she has! I mean, the fortunate news is, I'm probably... Okay, so I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Okay, I just need 3. So I need to get 3 on this island, and then I'm done, but holy baloney, that's a lot of things down here. Like, again, this is the reason why I said this map makes me incredibly nervous. I just, oh, yikes, this is gonna be a thing. Yeah, the Sonia missions, there's a reason why people skip them in the original campaign quite a lot. However, in Reboot Camp, you actually don't have that luxury. These are apparently required now. So good luck to everyone playing hard mode, because these missions on hard mode are really, really painful. Sonia, I believe, has another battleship down here on hard as well, so that's kind of a thing. Oh, that lander can see my cruiser, and the rocket is there. Because remember I said before, like, good luck hitting naval units with rockets? Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing. That can happen if you, are not careful with positioning. Okay, not attacking that one, because I want to leave it for the power ranking. And then, mech and an infantry. If this tank goes here, again, now I'm just like, is that a full HP tank? Is that a weakened tank? I have no idea, because it's Sonia. Some people say it would have been kind of cool if Sonia's, like, actual HP display in battle looked like static or something. That would be really cool too, but, oh, there's an APC there. This is becoming a bit of a thing. And her infantry are incoming. Yeah, I think I may actually need another artillery down here. I will take that. And as you can see, like, even though I have some ports now, I'm probably, like, the chances of me actually getting to use them right now are quite low. You know what? Let's go ahead and... No, I do think I need the rocket on the lower front, so I'm going to put the rocket here. Don't really need infantry on the lower front anymore, because I already have captured everything I want to here. But now this transport is gonna go into the area where it cannot get exploded by a battleship. Yeah, if this infantry goes there, it can still capture, but it's not going to be in... Oh, it wouldn't have been battleship range anyway there, but still. Cruiser... I know there's a sub somewhere here, and I just can't afford to... And this sub also has to be really careful, because now it's spotted, which means that if the sub is there, it might get a first strike on me. Like... My, so many rockets down here. Yeah, this bottom bridge is just an absolute horror. Yeah, I sounded like a Nopon. I do, this is a bit of a silly tangent, but I do kind of like how the mere verbal tick still exists in Xenoblade 3, but it is heavily downplayed compared to 2, and I do like that, because otherwise, it was a little... It could get a little annoying in Xenoblade 2, but yeah, I actually like Tora quite a lot. Yeah, maybe not as much as Riku, but I do like Tora. Of course, everyone likes him more than Tatsu. I'm so glad they gave you the opportunity to beat up Tatsu in one of the challenge battles in the DLC. Okay, yeah, see that right there. So so that's another reason why, yeah, Woods can be quite good in Fog, because yeah, that medium tank, thanks to the rules of Fog of War, was not able to attack me immediately after scouting me. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling that thing was going to die, but I got that base. Again, it's just... all these sounds. I haven't memorized these sound effects that the units make in Reboot Camp. If you're playing on, like, with headphones, which I actually am right now, headphones can be quite useful just to make these sounds a little bit more distinct, because, yeah, in the original, I eventually came to memorize all the different noises that units make in Fog of War, and, well, not in Fog of War, like, in maps in general, I memorized all the noises that the units make. And that was always helpful, because knowing what was lurking in the fog was always, again, important. Okay, so I get that next turn, but I believe I need 16. Yeah, I need 16. So, right then. This is going to be delayed for at least another 2 turns, which is unfortunate. And I don't want to... Actually, wait, no. Maybe I do want to kill that now. Because I know that that's weakened, and that's weakened. And I think that's weakened too. So, if I make a gigantic push and just blow up a whole lot of her units in this turn... Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. So, goodbye artillery. Oh, not quite goodbye artillery. That is the downside of Sami having that minus 10% firepower on direct combat units. So it's like, you don't notice it a whole ton, but when you do feel it, you really do feel it. And again, here is the problem. I don't like wasting this rock. Actually, hang on a minute. Now, here's the issue with Sonja. Is this a fresh recon, or is this a... You know what? In fact, I probably should instead go for the, Okay, this will probably kill. Yeah, okay, the tank was only on 4 HP, that's good. And then this should kill? This was like 5 or something? If it was 5, then, oh yeah, it was 5. Yep, it wasn't a kill, okay then. Again, Sami, so I've got 1, 2. This will definitely be 3. This should be 4. And now 4 is going to be enough for a perfect power score, even if she builds like 40 units. So I've probably got the power requirement now. So yeah, that's 4. And Okay, well I can do this. She's probably getting enhanced vision again, though. Half damage to that medium tank, though, which is pretty nice. So that's for... Oh, hey, I can make the medium tank kill number 5, which is a pretty good kill. It just reminds me of, like, a Radiant Dawn speedrun that ends with Kanagas having, like, 3 kills, but all of them were endgame bosses. So it's just like, yeah, those were some good kills. Actually... Yeah, I think I really do need to get more infantry up on this top area. This could be battleship range, though. And now I can... I mean, I can get infantry from here if I wanted to, but the question is, do I really want to? I mean, a rocket from here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Even though its vision sucks. So I'm going to have to, like, scout ahead with the sub, but then I just want to get my revenge on that battleship for all of the crap that was dealing to me. And then you're going to go back. Yeah, oh, that's still got 70 fuel. That's fine. Get in there. You get in there. You're still going to go there, because how much? The 3 vision's not horrible. And I also have these ports that aren't doing anything. Yeah, you might notice, I've never used my ports this entire map. That should tell you something. Yeah, naval combat is just kind of expensive. And, yep, enhanced vision, of course, she does.
I see right through your plans.
I was saying this at the start of the mission, Cassandra Lee Morris,
Enhanced vision.
not just Sonia, she actually voices another character that I really, really like in a remake of a game from my childhood, Elora in Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and I actually thought that was one of my favorite, like, voice acting performances of Reignited Trilogy, because just, like, Elora always sounded, in my opinion, too old in the original. Oh, that's an artillery. I was afraid that was a rocket, and that means I'm even more afraid, because I feel like there might actually be another rocket in there. Speaking of which... Yep, it was another rocket. Okay, then. I have to be a little concerned about my technique score right now. I just realized. Oh boy, here's battleship coming. Oh, one shot. Yikes, that's really bad. I mean, at least the infantry are okay. Well, they're not going to be okay for much longer. Yeah, this map, don't underestimate this map at all. Sonia is really scary in this map. I had a feeling I'd be getting another power, though. So, how many have I lost? 4. Oh boy, that's not good. That's really not good. Yeah, that's actually quite problematic. Because I need to hold out for at least another, at least this turn and one more. So, it's double time.
Here I come.
But yeah, as I was saying, I always felt like Elora sounded a bit too old in the original game. She kind of sounds more Spyro's age in Reignited Trilogy, and I also think Cassandra Lee Morris just in general makes her sound a lot nicer as well. Just like Robbie Damon as Hunter in that game. Robbie Damon was pretty great as Hunter. I should probably make sure I'm doing this with a fresh infantry. Yeah, Robbie Damon is in Spyro Reignited Trilogy, in case you didn't know. It's actually pretty great. Because, yeah, Hunter in the original game sounded really dumb. Like, he sounded like a obnoxious surfer dude that, in the remake, oh, yes. It's not often you get to see Sami actually pull this off, but when she does this, oh boy. Yeah, it's Sami mech time. But yeah, what I was saying was... if I do that, the medium tank may die, because there are rockets around there. Like, yeah, this is a point where, honestly, I think I'd rather hold back. The problem is, I can't do this without base skipping. But I kind of have to, because otherwise the mech gets fired on by the artillery. Just jamming to Sami's theme here. Again, I'm even just gonna... I'll put you there. And you there, just just being very overly cautious right now. Because you need to get shot. Oh, you only have... Oh, you can probably... I don't want to speak too soon. You can probably survive one more turn. Probably. Unless you get trapped by... Good, didn't get trapped. Okay, then. Alright, I know where the rocket is now, on the lower area. I am base blocking myself, which is kind of bad. Yeah, see, right now I'm actually more concerned about technique than I am about power, which is not what I was expecting. I need to hurt you a little bit. Not a particularly fantastic engagement, but oh well. Maybe you just go around here so you can potentially just... I mean, I don't really need to join camp because I win if I get that, but still. You have within you a tank. So how about tank drop? You go there. And, yeah, now I just have to spam out units to inflate my technique ranking. Okay, I'm actually nervous right now. Okay, that's probably the... Yeah, it's the battleship. I'm glad I damaged that battleship. Because as long as this thing doesn't go down to less than 3 HP, I win next turn. Well, that's a problem. 6. Again, that defense on Sami is more useful than you might think when it comes to capturing. This part of the song I keep hearing in my head as part of the song Botany Bay, which is an Australian, like, sea shanty that they kind of taught to us in school. Oh, wow, okay then. Oh no, no, please don't kill that sub, please don't kill that sub, please don't kill that sub. Thank you. I have no clue where her sub is, by the way. But I guess that's just Sonja for you. Right. I get that now. So, at this point, I think it's just, as much as I really want to kill that battleship, rocket has to move away. Like, I need to build stuff out of all of my bases right now. You know what? Lol. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because maybe I could have got a lander out of one of my ports. Oh well. Okay. How many do I have? How many do I have? 33 and lost 4. It is 20%, not 10%, as it is for power, so... this... I hope this is fine. Okay. Just to spite Sonja. And this will be my, like, my, final spite move, just in case this isn't, an S rank. It's not gonna quite do it. And you can't... Oh, you can... Well, I could potentially get revenge for my lander, if this is a good luck roll. And it was good, yeah. 95%, as I've alluded to earlier, it's a 50-50 chance whether you get a one-shot, so, she must have got lucky, which for Sonja is very, very, very lucky, last time, because, yeah, Sonja has to out-roll her bad luck with her good luck in order to get a good luck roll on damage. 7 fuel. Aha! I actually did enough to reach you! I was worried the sub would end up trapping me, but no, the battleship is dead. Goodbye, battleship, good riddance. I feel better now. My lander has been avenged. And then, yeah, I could try and do some stuff here, but I'm just going to end this. Please tell me that was an S rank.
Impressive.
So yeah, Sami and Sonja went to military academy together, just like Max, Grit, and Nell. Admittedly adequate. Again, like Sonja's a weird character because I don't like her morally questionable methods here, but at the same time, I can't help but admire just how sassy she is. Yeah, that is. In fact, I kind of wonder how this map works going for an HQ capture. As you can see, the AI likes to block its own ports with landers, so, yeah, it's kind of hard for you to land troops there, and she has 2 bases in the vicinity. What are you doing, Sonia? Why did you just kill so many of my troops? Yep, this is actually what happened in the original as well. Come on, S rank.
Sonia, you'll pay for this.
Oh wow, perfect technique. Okay, yeah, this one is a mission I'm very relieved to have S-ranked, and on my first try too, which I wasn't expecting, because this one is actually kind of brutal. So, I will see you all next time when we rescue the final member of our band. And we finally teach Sonia a lesson once and for all, because next is the final battle against her. So, see you all then.